Hey, what's up, family? Just want to take a minute right now, just step in here and just give some advice. I know we're getting close to graduation, end of the year things. I just want to give some advice to the kids, to your students. So if you would, take a minute, share this video with them, let them see what's going on. But I'm going to start here with 8th grade. I'm going to walk you on down. So starting with 8th grade, I try to do 3 things each one. Number 1 is, these next few years will fly by. They're going to fly by. Enjoy them. Enjoy them while you can. Number 2, choose your classes wisely. You are able, whether you believe it or not, you are able to get a good idea of what you do or what you do not want to do when you grow up. So if you figure it out earlier, the sooner the better, you can get a great head start on what it is. For one example, CNAs. You can get into to the health classes in high school. You can be a CNA before you even graduate high school. Get a head start if you can. Number 3, start taking the ACT or the SAT now. Start in the 8th grade. I took my first time in the 7th grade. Take it as early as possible. Do you think you don't know enough? Wrong. You do know enough. You know enough to get in there and take that test and make a pretty decent grade. A pretty decent grade. And it's only going to make you better as time goes on. So you need the practice. You need the repetition. I would say 8th grade, 9th grade, take at least one time. After that, repetitive times. But 8th grade, let's take at least one time. Going to 9th grade. So 9th grade, start learning time management. Like this is the beginning. This is the beginning of what you're about to transition to in life with these classes. So I'm gonna say is get it involved in different groups. Get involved in different groups because now you're trying to narrow down the scope of who you want to be, and so now you're gonna get involved and you're gonna keep growing and molding your personality in this way. Number 2, your friends may not stay the same all 4 years, but this class is your family. Enjoy the battles together. Enjoy the ride because it's going to go by so fast. And number 3, stay out of drama. Just stay out of drama altogether. Don't go into high school drama. Don't get into anything while you're there. Just cut drama out altogether. It's not worth it. You're there for a purpose, for a mission. Go attack the mission. Moving to 10th grade. Number 1, if you're involved in a bunch of extracurricular activities, if you're not involved in much, if you're not, get a job. If you're not involved in a bunch of extracurricular activities, get a job. Start saving money now. It is not too early. It is not too early for you to start saving money. I promise you. It sounds crazy, but like my dad used to tell me, even if it's $25 every paycheck, start saving money now. I promise you, you will not regret it because, again, college is not cheap and not everyone has to eat ramen noodles. They don't have to, okay? Number 2, you're about to start driving to school around this time. Be safe. Do not text and drive. Please, please, please keep your eyes on the road. I've had many people I knew in high school that lost their lives because of driving accidents. Drinking might have been involved. I don't know. But please be safe. Please be safe. And number 3, start researching careers. Like, take the time now. You're in 10th grade. Go ahead and start researching potential careers that you may like. Go ahead. And if you see one that catches your eye, go and shadow them. If you know there's a job in that city that does that task, go and shadow them. Go ahead. You're in 10th grade. Go ahead and just see what they're about. Go just stand around the job and just watch them, okay? 11th grade. You're almost there. Take these standardized tests at least twice. Preferably 3 times, but at least twice. Because if you ain't up there like mid to high 20s, I need you to keep on taking it. You want the best score possible. You want the best opportunities possible available to you. Because truth be told, if you do good enough, if you do well enough, you ain't got to pay for college. You can get an academic scholarship, especially if you're in Florida. It's possible. I did it. So don't wait till the last minute. Number 2, if you haven't already, take a few college tours. It doesn't hurt. Go ahead and start looking at those potential places where you may want to be. Take a few tours. It doesn't hurt. And number 3, this is probably the toughest academic year. 11th is probably the toughest one, I would probably say. Lock in. Focus. Focus. It's tough. You're almost done, but focus. 12th grade. It's so easy to slack off this year. There's so many things. Senior skip days, so many events, football, basketball. There's so much going on. Do not slack off. Focus, finish strong. Focus, finish strong. Just keep on going. Finish strong. Number two, if you plan on going to university, start looking at the curriculum. Start looking, because it does not hurt to get ahead, look ahead, and familiarize yourself with the material that's ahead. It's already hard enough while you're in it, but if you can try to just review a few pages here and there, just kind of get an idea of what's ahead for you, go ahead and do it. Number three, enjoy the last year of freedom, because after this, there's no more free lunches. No more free lunches. It's time to grind. So keep on going. And lastly, for my college people, my college, what I would say is, if you're planning on going to a community college and you have plans on going to a big university, what I want you to do is get the next university's curriculum and make sure the classes you're taking now align with their curriculum. Like, I know it seems like everything should be already laid out for you, but it's not. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to go ahead, call ahead, figure out what their curriculum is, and make sure that what you're doing now is going to transfer over there, because otherwise you're going to waste time, money, and you're going to do a lot of work you don't need to do. Believe it or not, I've been there, done that. Don't do it, okay? And number two, don't afraid to change majors. Don't be afraid. But make sure that you figure out what you want to do and make sure that you love it. Go ahead and make sure you figure it out, okay? Why? Because classes are not cheap. So the sooner the better, figure it out. Classes are not cheap. And just keep in mind, as a number three, a bonus, that technical schools, vocational schools are still very viable. You can make a lot of money with a trade or, a skill. You can still make a lot of money. So just don't throw it to the side. Just consider it. Consider, okay? So those are my little spiel. It's my advice. So if you would, show it to your kids, show it to your students, show it to your niece or your nephew, and let's just give them some advice. We don't want somebody to go. We don't want anybody moving on unprepared. We want them to start having these talks with our kids and our parents, having those conversations early, because yeah, it's good to have fun, but life is coming real hard. It's coming fast, and we don't want you to be unprepared. So I love you. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about anything, hit me up. I'm always here. So I'm here for you. But until next time, I'll see you.